Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. Estoy bien, estoy bien. ¿Y tú? ¿Y tú? Yo estoy bien. Yo estoy bien. Okay. So welcome to again a Spanish club. So today guys I will explain to you because the moment you enter in your daily A1 exam or daily A2 exam, so you have to have fill up maybe the examiner, they will ask a lot of questions to you. You are learning Spanish since how many days? May I get your profession, please? Why you learning Spanish? So see, the language is not about you have to clear the exam of Delhi A1, Delhi A2, or Delhi B1 or Delhi B2. No, the language is basically like you have to understand the language, like what person is saying, and you have to encounter their questions. So today I will give you a lot of things. Like for example, examiner is asking a question to you. Since how long you're learning Spanish? Why you're learning Spanish? What is the reason behind to learning Spanish over here? So what you do in your free time? So the examiner will ask lot of questions like what you do in your free time, what you like. You like reading newspaper. Why you like reading newspaper? So today I will let you know a lot of things in Spanish language, like how to encounter the questions of the examiner. Maybe you're facing your interview, maybe you want to be as a translator, a Spanish translator, maybe you want to work as Spanish call centers. So the HR and the Spanish guy, he will ask the question to you in case of interview, why you have learned Spanish language in your career? What was the reason behind this to learn a Spanish language? So today you will come a lot of things, vocabularies again. Okay, so let's watch this. So today, what I did is I made a graph. Okay, here I think that whiteboard is visible to you. Yeah. So today I pardon. Today I made a graph over here. Okay, this is a graph basically. So this is, I would say, completa con tu información. Completa. Completa con tu información, that is complete with your information. I'm asking the information first. For example, you face the Spanish, for example, going forward, you will face an interview of Spanish language. Okay? And the moment you will face a Spanish interview, maybe they will give you a one or two paper sheet wherein you have to mention your name, your country, your date of birth. Since how you are learning Spanish, you have to encounter their question as well in Spanish language. Maybe you're facing your daily A1 exam, daily A2 exam, daily B1 exam. Okay, so in that case also you have maybe the examiner asks a lot of question to you. So today you will come to a lot of things over here. Okay, so el español y tú, the Spanish and you, okay? Completa con tu información. Completa con tu información is complete with your information, okay? My first is nombre. Nombre is basically name. So here you have put the name in Spanish language. Nombre. For example, your name is Pactu. Your name is Pactu. Okay? So here we have nombre. Nombre is basically your name. If your name is Pactu, you can write down your name Pactu, or either you can write down your name, whatever your name could be, anything. Okay. So here we have a nombre. In the second column, there is país. So país is basically your country. Speak up, país. So país is basically your country. Okay, so if you belongs to the country, like for example, you are from United States, USA. So how to write USA in Spanish? USA, United States of America. United States of America. So here we have United States of America, that is Estados País. If you are from USA, United States of America, so that is Estados. So how to write United States of America? How to write United States of America? Estados Unidos. Estados, United States of America, Estados Unidos de América. De América. So for example, guys, you are from United States. So if I am from United States, what I will say, Estados, I am from United States, okay? Estados Unidos de America, if you're from Mexico. So I can write over here, Mexico. Speak up. Mexico. So here you are representing your country. Like if I'm saying Pais. In Pais column, you have to mention your country name, America. So here we have Estados Unidos de America. If I'm from Mexico, I can write it Mexico. España. If I'm from Spain, so I will write down España. Speak up. España. If I am from Spain country, so I can write down España, Alemania. Or if I'm from German, that is Alemania. So this is your country column. So if I'm from United States, Estados Unidos de America. If I'm from Mexico, Mexico, and España is Spanish. Is that clear to you? The next column we have is profesión. Profesión. Profesión is basically your profession. If I'm a student, what I can write over here? I can write over here estudiante. Estudiante. Is that clear to you? Estudiante. Profesión. That is estudiante. If I am a doctor or if I am a teacher, so I can write over here profesor. Estudiante, I'm rubbing over here estudiante. So if you are a teacher, so what I will say, profesor. Speak up. Profesor. Professor is basically a teacher. Professor. Is that clear to you? Professor. If I am a doctor, I will say médico. Speak up. Médico. If I am a doctor, I will write down médico. Médico, that is a doctor. If I am advocate, I will write down abogado. Speak up. If I am a professor, professor. If I'm a doctor, médico, I'm a student, estudiante. If I'm an advocate, because I have to write down my profession over here. So that is abogado. Speak up. Abogado. Is that clear to you? If I am an advocate, that is abogado. Is that clear to you? Now, my next column is otros idiomas. It means other languages. Otros idiomas. It means I have to write down like other languages. For example, you know English. So that is English. Otro idiomas, like other languages. English, read Spanish. I can write down English. Okay. Frances. If you know French also, you can write down Frances. Is that clear to you? Okay. If you know Spanish also, you can write down Español. What you can write down? Español. Is that clear to you? Español. Is that clear to you? So here we have otros idiomas, English, Frances, Español, Hindi. I can write if I know Hindi also, Hindi. Is that clear to you? Alemán. Alemán is your German language. Alemán. Is that clear to you? So if I know the language basically, that is otros idiomas. Other languages, English, Frances, Espanol, Hindi, Alemán. Is that clear to you? Now the question arises. So here you have boxes like nombre, name, país, country, profesión, profession, otros idiomas, that is other languages. Okay? Okay. This column, you already have written this column, right? Now, the fifth question raised. For example, if examiner asked you, ¿por qué estudias español? If I'm asking you, ¿por qué estudias español? ¿Por qué estudias español? It means why you are studying a Spanish language. Why you are studying, ¿por qué estudias español? If I'm asking like why you are studying Spanish language. So if I asked you in English language, like why you study Spanish language, ¿por qué estudias español? Like why you study Spanish language. If I asked you, Porque estudias español? So maybe you can say because I want to enroll myself in Spanish language, I want to enroll myself in exam, I want to get a better job, I want to get what I would say, I want to speak with the Spanish friends. So there are a lot of ways. Like if I asking like, ¿por qué estudias español? So you can say like this, para conseguir. My first is maybe, ¿por qué estudias español? Español. So you can write over here para, because this is the answer. I can write down a lot of things like para conseguir is that clear to you? Why you are studying Spanish language? Why you study Spanish language? Para conseguir un trabajo mejor. Un trabajo mejor. Un trabajo. Trabajo is to work. Basically, trabajo is I work. Trabajar is to work. Mejor. So he's saying over here, para conseguir un trabajo mejor. It means to get a better job. Mejor is better. Trabajo is to work, to job. To get a better job. If I ask to you, like why you study Spanish language? Porque estudias español. So here, porque estudias español, you can reply like this, because I want to get a better job. Para conseguir un trabajo mejor. Is that clear to you? Or either you can say like this, porque tengo que hacer. Porque tengo que hacer. Speak after me. So if I'm asking like, why you study Spanish language, you can say like this, porque estudias español, porque tengo que hacer un examen. Un examen. Un examen. So it means I'm saying, porque tengo que hacer un examen. It means because I have to take an exam. Because I have to enroll myself in exam, because I have to take an exam. Is that clear to you? So in the second column, your second reply can be asking, ¿por qué estudias español? Why you study Spanish? So I can say like this, because I want to get a better job, because I want to take an exam. So porque conseguir un trabajo mejor, porque tengo que hacer un examen. Is that clear to you? The next you can say like this, porque tengo amigos español. Muy bien. Porque tengo que, speak after me. Porque tengo que, okay, maybe, porque tengo que, we cannot write, tengo amigos españoles. Porque tengo amigos, friends. Amigos españoles. Is that clear to you? So I'm saying over here, porque tengo amigos españoles. Is that clear to you? It means I'm saying over here, because I have a Spanish friends. If I'm saying, porque estudias español, like why you want to learn, why you study Spanish. So you can say like this, para conseguir un trabajo mejor, porque tengo que hacer un examen, porque tengo amigos españoles. Is that clear to you? And the third, because see, this is your sense, this is your skills. Like you have to encounter the teacher question, okay? Or either you can write like this, para conocer otra cultura. Para conocer, we already have wrapped up conocer verb, is to know. Para conocer is to know otra cultura. Is that clear to you? I think that word is very much clear to you. Para conocer otra cultura. It means I'm saying to know the other culture. Otra is other, to know the other culture. Is that clear to you? So if I ask you, ¿por qué estudias español? You can say like this, para conseguir un trabajo mejor, porque tengo que hacer un examen, porque tengo amigos españoles, para conocer otra cultura. Is that clear to you? Yeah? Made up this? So you can repeat after me, okay? 1 second. So again, you can ask like, you can say like anything, like why you study Spanish, or either you can say like this, porque quiero, if you're saying, porque quiero pasar un tiempo, to pass a time, pasar un tiempo. See, it is just we are encounter the teacher question, ¿por qué estudias español? Español, you can say like this, porque quiero pasar un tiempo en algún país. En algún país. Is that clear to you? Algún país de habla hispana. De habla hispana. So what you're writing over here is, you are saying, porque quiero pasar un tiempo en algún país de habla hispana. Algún. Algún. So speak after me. You are saying like this, because I want to spend a time in some Spanish speaking country. Because quiero is I want to spend, pasar a time in some Spanish speaking, habla, speaking country, país. So if I'm saying, porque estudias español, so what you can say, because I want to spend some time in Spanish speaking country, so what you can say like this, porque quiero pasar un tiempo en algún país de habla hispana. It means because I want to spend a time in some Spanish speaking country. Is that clear to you? Yeah? Or either you can say like this, porque necesito, see, this is your skills. I'm just giving you the lot of vocabularies and the sentence making, like there is lot of ways you can speak like necesito. Is that clear to you? So you're saying, porque necesito el español para mi trabajo. El español para mi trabajo. Is that clear to you? So what I'm saying over here is, porque, speak up, porque necesito el español para mi trabajo. If you're saying, because I need some Spanish work, I need Spanish for my work, you can say like this, because I need Spanish for my work. See, if I will say to you, because I want to start my work in Spanish, for the same reason I'm learning Spanish, so you can say like this, porque necesito, I need, necesitar is a verb, necesitar, necesito, yo necesito, I need, necesitar, necesito el español para mi trabajo. Either you can say like this, porque me gusta, because I like this, porque me gusta, porque me gusta. So I hope you have already penned down the entire 6 and 7 phrases. If I asked you, if the teacher, because this is a module, guys. Maybe your what I would say, your jury, because this is the module for Delhi A2 and for Delhi A1 as well. Because this is a simple question that he can raise to you, that examiner. Okay, ¿por qué estudias español? So what you will say, you can say like this, para conseguir un trabajo mejor, porque tengo que hacer un examen, porque tengo amigos españoles, para conocer otra cultura, porque quiero pasar un tiempo en algún país de habla hispana. Or you can say like this, porque necesito el español para mi trabajo, porque me gusta. Porque me gusta, because I like this. Gustar is a verb, gusta. I love this. Is that clear to you? So guys, if examiner asked you, this is the very important thing today, ¿por qué estudias español? Why you are learning Spanish language? So you can revert in according to your sense. Is that clear to you? Is that clear to you? So let me rub this. Okay. So now we have wrapped up the 5 questions. Okay, The first we were nombre, país, profesión, otros idiomas, and then we have por qué estudias español, which we have wrapped up. Now, if I ask you, ¿cuánto tiempo hace que estudias español? ¿Cuánto tiempo hace que estudias español? It means you are learning Spanish. Since how long you're learning Spanish? If I am asking to you, since how long you're learning Spanish? From when you're learning Spanish? ¿Cuánto tiempo hace que estudias español? Like since how long you're learning Spanish? When you start yourself in Spanish language, okay? So I can say like, ¿cuánto tiempo hace que estudias español? Like from when? From which time you are learning your Spanish language? Okay, so I can say like this I'm learning Spanish. Estoy aprendiendo. I'm learning. I'm learning. Aprendiendo. Aprender is a verb. So this is my what I would say. The tense is we have a present continuous. Aprendiendo. Continuous tense. Okay. Estoy aprendiendo. Is that clear to you? This is my present continuous tense. In that case, we have to use a star verb. Estoy, I am learning. Aprendiendo. Estoy aprendiendo español. Spanish. If I say I am learning Spanish since 2 months, desde hace 2 meses. Okay. Hace 2 meses. 2 months. If I'm saying, if you're asking with me, ¿cuánto tiempo hace que estudias español? So I can say like this, estoy aprendiendo español desde hace 2 meses. Or either I can say like this, I'm learning Spanish since 2 years. So I can say like this, estoy aprendiendo español desde de 2, okay, años, 2 years, años. So meses is my month and años is my year. So if I ask you, if the examiner asked you, ¿cuánto tiempo hace que estudias español? So you can say like this, estoy aprendiendo español desde hace 2 meses. Or either you can say like this, estoy aprendiendo español desde 2 años. So you can have your own sense, like we already have wrapped up the counting portion. So you can have your 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it could be, cuatro, okay? So what it could be. Is that clear to you? So the 6th question we already have. See, this is basically the graph. If you are in your A1 exam, you want to enroll your A2 exam, this is, you have to have practice for this, because this is the question that your examiner can raise. Is that clear to you? He can raise a question like what? If he raises a question, ¿qué cosas te gusta hacer en clase? Muy bien, hacer. What he's saying is, ¿qué cosas te gusta hacer en clase? It means, what things you like in the class? ¿Qué cosas te gusta hacer en clase? What things you like to do in the class? ¿Qué cosas te gusta hacer en clase? Because, see, the examiner can raise a lot of questions. ¿Qué cosas te gusta hacer en clase? What things you like to do in the class? So you can say like this, I like the grammar exercises, okay? Ejercicios de gramática. Ejercicios, I like the grammar exercises. Ejercicios de gramática. So it means, ¿qué cosas te gusta hacer en clase? Ejercicios de gramática. Is that clear to you? I like the grammar exercises. Okay? Ejercicios de gramática. See, we have a oral, if you like, the oral activity. So you can say like this, actividades orales. Actividades orales. So if you like the oral activities, for example, so if I'm asking to you, ¿qué cosas te gusta hacer en clase? You can say like this, ejercicios de gramática, actividades orales. It means I like the oral activities. Is that clear to you? Or either you can say like this, leer textos. Leer textos means I like to read the text. Read the text. Leer textos, read the text. Okay. Juegos, to play. Juegos, speak up. Juegos, play. Is that clear to you? ¿Qué cosas te gusta hacer en clase? I can say like this, ejercicios de gramática, actividades orales, leer textos, juegos, trabajar en grupo. Trabajar en grupo. Trabajar, work in a group. Trabajar en grupo. Trabajar, work in group. See, we already have wrapped up the yesterday also we have wrapped up like que sienten en clase de español. So some say trabajar en grupo de en clase, juegos, leer textos. So a lot of things you can use it out. Traducir, that is to translate. To translate. Okay, or you can say like this, actividades con internet. Actividades con internet. It means the activities with the internet. So if I ask you, ¿qué cosas te gusta hacer en clase? If I ask you, ¿qué cosas te gusta hacer en clase? For example, I am your Spanish teacher. Okay, I'm taking your daily HO exam or daily even exam. I'm asking you, ¿qué gusta? ¿Qué cosas te gusta hacer en clase? ¿Qué cosas? What thing? ¿Qué cosas te gusta hacer en clase? It means basically what you like to do in the class. ¿Qué cosas te gusta hacer en clase? It means what things you like in the class. So you can say like this, what I can say, ejercicios de gramática, actividades orales, leer textos, juegos, trabajar en grupo, traducir, actividades con internet, or otros, whatever you like. Is that clear to you? Is that clear to you, team? Okay, so I can rub this also. So now we are in the 8th question. So I want you to wrap up with these 9 questions. See, I'm telling you, this is a reality. If you will wrap up these 9 questions, no one can stop you to make your good scoring in exam. If I'm asking, ¿qué te cuesta más del español? What can you more than Spanish? But what costs you? There's not pode, there's a cuesta. So that is what costs you more than Spanish. See, he can answer anything in Spanish. ¿Qué te cuesta más del español? You can say like this, entender la gramática, to understand the grammar. Entender la gramática. Speak after me. Entender la gramática. Is that clear to you? Or you can say like this, pronunciar correctamente. Speak up. Pronunciar. I think that word is pronunciar. Correctamente. So I think the word is very much clear to you. That is pronunciar correctamente. It means correct pronunciation. Or you can say like this, recordar el vocabulario. Recordar. Speak up. Recordar is to remember. Recordar. Is that clear to you? Recordar el vocabulario. El vocabulario. Vocabulario. Speak up. Vocabulario. So here we have remember the vocabularies. Okay. Hablar con fluidez. Hablar con fluidez. Fluently. Fluidez. So if I'm saying hablar con fluidez, it means hablar con fluidez is speak fluently. Is that clear to you? If I'm asking, ¿qué te cuesta más del español. You can say like this: entender la gramática, pronunciar correctamente, recordar el vocabulario, hablar con fluidez. Is that clear to you? May I rub this? So I am rubbing the 8th question also. Is that clear to you? So now we have a last question, which is ¿qué te gusta en tu tiempo libre? Very good. ¿Qué te gusta? I'm asking to you. ¿Qué te gusta en tu tiempo libre? I'm asking. ¿Qué te gusta en tu tiempo libre? ¿Qué te gusta? What you like en tu tiempo libre, in your free time? ¿Qué te gusta en tu tiempo libre? It means what. ¿Qué te gusta en tu tiempo libre? That is what you like in the free time. Tiempo libre. What you like in the free time. And you can say like anything. ¿Qué te gusta en tu tiempo libre? That is, leo el periódico. Leo is to read. Yo leo. We already have wrapped up the verb portion. Leer, L-E-E-R. Leer is to read. So yo leo. Okay, I read. El periódico. El periódico. See, it is, you have to encounter the teacher question. Periódico. Is that clear to you? So, periódico. That is, leo el periódico is read the newspaper. Periódico, newspaper. Leo el periódico en español, in Spanish. Is that clear to you? Okay? And you can say like this, me gusta leer. Or you can say like this, simple. Me gusta leer. Me gusta leer. Okay? And you can say like this, leo muchos libros. Leo, I read. Leo muchos libros, books. Leo muchos libros en mi tiempo libre. En mi tiempo libre. En mi tiempo libre. So here we have a lot of things. If I'm asking, ¿qué te gusta en tu tiempo libre? If I'm asking to you, ¿qué te gusta en tu tiempo libre? ¿Qué te gusta en tu tiempo libre? Okay? So you can say like this, leo el periódico. I read the newspaper in Spanish. In español, me gusta leer. I like read. I love to read. Leo muchos libros en mi tiempo libre. Leo muchos. Leo. I read muchos. Lot of books, libros. In my free time, I read lot of muchos books, libros in mi tiempo libre. In my free time. Or you can say like this, escucho música. Escuchar is a verb. Escuchar is to listen. Escuchar, we already have wrapped up. Escuchar is to listen. Escucho música. It means listen music. So if I asked you, ¿qué te gusta en tu tiempo libre? You can say like this, leo el periódico en español, me gusta leer, leo muchos libros en mi tiempo libre, escucho música. Is that clear to you? So guys, basically this is the portion for your, like, how to encounter the people questions. I'm sure guys, because this is a technique, and I'm sure this structure, these 9 questions will help you to improve your scoring in your daily exam. I'm telling you reality, because this is the portion. I'm telling you this, sometimes it happens that straight away these 9 question will come out. Straight away these 9 to 9 questions which I have conveyed to you, this will come out in exam. That's a reality. Okay, so read this, watch this video again and again, because see, I'm asking a question to you, why you want to read Spanish, why you are learning Spanish, since how long you are learning Spanish. So this is the exam question the examiner will ask to you. And if you face an interview, then also he can ask like anything, like what you do in your free time. Okay, so ¿qué te gusta en tu tiempo libre? Okay, so this is, if I'm taking your interview, okay, I'm taking your interview and I'm asking like, ¿qué te gusta en tu tiempo libre? What you like in your free time? So I see, In interview also, if you face sometimes English call centers interviews, so the HR asks a lot of time what you like in your free time, what you do in your free days. So it means you have, it means he or she want to understand like what level you have in English language. Okay, so then is the same in Spanish also. In Spanish also you have to encounter them in the Spanish language. I'm asking, ¿qué te gusta en tu tiempo libre? Leo el periódico en español, me gusta leer, leo muchos libros en mi tiempo libre, escucho música, anything. Is it clear to you? So I hope guys this video will help you out in order to be expert in Spanish language. For this video, comment if you have any doubt on this, you can write it down on the comment portion. You can ask to me, my number is already displayed over there. So ask me thing. Ask me in like anything in Spanish. Okay, I will help you out. Okay. So thank you so much. Okay. So I hope this video will understand if you will watch this, and I believe this will help you out in order to make good grip in the Spanish language. Okay, take care. Adios, hasta luego, adios.